not all of it, but some of it was like it was incomplete. So I've been having anti-gravity run some things where like if there was a split name, it sort of detects it and then like puts it together. Or Andrew here, as you can see here, this one I was like, look, that's not a full name, it's a surname, it's Pollard, so split it out as Headley Pollard, which is done. It's actually fixed loads of records. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of CRM because we're pretty much ready to go on the static side of things, right? So okay, so in the CRM you have contacts and what was previously known as accounts, as discussed. I've renamed that to companies, and in companies we have all our companies, and the idea is that we have all our contacts as well. So all our contacts are a combination of everything out of the CC field using MailMop scripts that I created for Dan, the LinkedIn data dumped from Dan, and the old HubSpot data from Josh. And it's all been pulled, it's all been sort of cleaned, and there's been hours and hours and hours spent on cleaning it all up and marrying it up. Okay, so if I go to companies and I look at something like Support Power Access Support Limited, I've installed what's called Zia, which is AI, like a data enrichment module. I've installed that for the CRM. So if we go to companies and we go look at our data, we might have like limited information on them because obviously we don't. Well, it's in its infancy. We've not got any limited information really, apart from the email address and whatnot. So in here you'll see a hamburger. If you click it, you'll see this thing called data enrich or enriched data. Sorry. If you click it, it will go off onto the internet and it will scour the internet and find anything related to the variables that I've targeted. So in this case, it's found a name which is slightly different, a phone number for it, a website, a bit more fully qualified, a description about their business, even found a logo for them, which is going to pull in, and a different email to one we already have. So I'm going to hit update. That will take us to the editing feature. It will say, listen, everything in yellow is new. Do you want an update? I'll be like, yep. Hit save. And then from here, it still leaves our original contact intact, okay, which is Lee Tidball. So if I click on him, it'll take us to Lee. He's still intact. He's still got everything against him. And we're good to go. So he's still a contact. He's linked to there, to the company, and now as you see, it's pulled in the photo and whatnot. So we will have to go through some of these and do what I just showed you, okay, with the mass update. I've actually wrote with anti-gravity script to do this in the background, but it is literally, I'm gonna stop it for now because it is chewing through my credit, okay, which is not good because I'm paying for this personally, okay. But it doesn't matter because we've got the feature there right now. We don't need it to get moving straight away. It's just kind of like a nice to have, right? So we can got this facility, we can do that. We can go enrich data, and it will go off and find it. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So we can actually do that as well for the individual. So if we go to the individual, which is a contact, and we hit the hamburger, we see enrich data, and it might find stuff. Well, it's found this, but it's not found anything else. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It obviously finds a lot less on an individual rather than a business, because a business has more like a larger internet footprint, right? So that's pretty much good to go. I'm going to install your users soon. Okay, I'm going to put them in for you, but don't log in yet, please, because I'm still doing stuff in the background with anti-gravity. Okay, so and I need to be careful because I'm literally spanking through the API credits as well. They're being consumed in the SDK quite a lot. This is all the amendments and changes I'll be making to sort of make it all make more sense. So now we have campaigns, which is ready, and I've linked up and created what's called a sync in the sync services. So from the sync services, we now have these mappings, which is pulling all over our data in the CRM to essentially what is a mailing list, right? So I mapped all the fields out here, and we can see like the sync history, yeah, which is like me playing around, just sorting a few little issues out. But if we go to contacts, we now have all the contacts in here, and the nice thing was the one thing Dan wanted, which is pretty cool, and I managed to do, is I created a field in the CRM called CC subject, which we pulled out of his Gmail, and those are all in there. So the good thing is, we wanted to email and maybe use this as a mergeable tag to get it into the campaign, which we can do, which is absolutely brilliant. So we're good to go. We're basically good to go. We can get our first campaign out to all these people. We can strategize and blah 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 blah. So the essentials are done. Dan, we still need to upgrade. So I think once I've got your accounts created and make you both administrators, so you can do what you want, we're going to need to pay for that because I have been hitting throttle limits, which has been very, very annoying. But we're looking good. And then we need to move to the next steps. I suggest we do another Zoom before because there's some things we need to address in terms of next steps, but we should definitely get brainstorming on the campaigns. I'm going to need access to your GoDaddy or your domain, your what's it called, your registrar, because I need to do domain authentication for Windows installation.com. I set it all up, but I need to create the DKIM and the SPF records for us. Okay, so I do need access rapido to this because it only lasts for 10 days. Right. Hope all that makes sense. Looking forward to speaking to you both. Thank you. Bye bye.